this is you. This is a really short view. I'm sorry, I made a larger stand probably. And let's say you assume a weird donna or phone tag, and you, instead of keeping your sword on the first plane protecting you and your face, and your crossguard protecting your forehead. Excuse me, sorry about that. Okay, we're good on time. But you decide to do this because it's more comfortable and you feel like you can produce more energy from there, but you just like to chamber it there. You still have to move this way to get there. You may argue that you're closer here, but the person that takes the initiative, if they come from a good position and they're on distance, so remember the head is here because this is back. They just have to foop, and there is nothing to protect the head. As opposed to, I have something in between, poop, that person can move. Give he or herself or they self good cover. And this takes us again to the basic German Lichtenauer tradition guards, which are just a simplification of a whole variety of guards. You have your upper quadrant guards from both sides. This one is offline, this is offline, this is offline. This is definitely offline. This is offline, okay? It's coming from above, it's fast, it has gravity on its side, but it's still offline. While you have an ox here online giving that order point or punta to your opponent, or the hanging version of it here. Okay? Same thing when you do this, you're offline. So you're breaking structure. So it's better to work here. Maybe. Okay? So you can move from there instead of back here. Back here you still have to work like a lot into it. This is just rambling about sword work, because now I'm mad because my stand is dying. Travis I nature. The unifying guard for these four conceptual guards, that's including the online lower guard and the offline lower guard and the online lower guard from both sides, on the outside, on the outside, across, or extended, okay? Will be Langeron. Langeron is basically where our arms naturally extend with the sword over, can be arms this, arms there. And this is something, a nuance, that no one really think about it. They start learning about it basically by sparring. When we work against people that really like to reach our hands, let's suppose our opponent is right here, and I'm gonna go for the hands. I look for the hands, and the hands are back here, right? I go back, but he learns to move that crossguard, it gives you a different position. Same thing in classical fencing and the smaller swords. It's weird because we don't think about that on a two-handed weapon, but it works. It's the same tactics, the same trappings. That squaring and entangling of the crossguard and the blade on different angles, which is very evident on a Merignac guard for épée, for example. Scott Wright will be way better than explaining this. We can observe it on the longsword. Okay. The Langenart is basically threatening the opponent. We teach our students to threaten the neck because it's the bridge between the head and the body. You miss the head, you have the neck, you have miss the neck, you hit the body or the head. We can also move through the shoulders to stop an action. If we break the structure by impeding the movement of an arm or the rotation of the shoulder or the advancing of the body, we have half of the 5-1. That's just a strategy, and we're going super ahead.